Hello, I'm Dane. Welcome to another episode of Dax Jutsu. In today's episode, we will be continuing with our IMDB Top 250 Movies web scraping using Power Query. This time, what we'll be doing is we will get or scrape more information about the directors. In the previous episode, we have already scraped some information about our directors, but this time we'll be trying to get the picture and the biography as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll just copy this. And this is for Frank Darabont, which is already this one. And I'll go straight to the bio. And what we will try to scrape is this picture here, as well as the biography. So what do we do? As usual, we go to the page source and we will try to find something. We will try to see if there is a JSON file in here. So again, what we'll try to do is to find something, and let's see if there is a JSON file, and I think we've found what we need. So I'll go to the query editor and connect to this web page. Resource web. And we will be connecting to it as HTML code. HTML code. Okay. Okay, so we now have our HTML code, and what we need to do now is to use web.content because we want to be able to refresh this in the service, and later we'll be creating dynamic URLs. Web.content. So let's make sure that it's just web.contents and no tables. Let source equals. That's small letter L in source. And then we will connect to it as text. We'll be using text and text not from binary. So we'll name this as text And then we will insert another step and we will try to convert this into several lines. So let's say lines from text, and then to tables, to a table. So we're gonna be looking for that. So we will try to get this specific line. Text that contains. So we found it. Okay. And what we need is just after this line here. So transform, extract after delimiter, and to inspect this, we'll drill down into this specific line and find where our data is supposed to end. I've already done this, so I know where this one's supposed to end, and it's somewhere that says HTML. So where's that? Hmm. So here we go. We want just before this laid HTML. I'm gonna copy this, delete this step, and transform extract before delimiter. And let's drill down into it again. So I need this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've already done this. What I did was I went to Chat GPT and help me convert that H JSON into a valid one. So we are missing several closing curly brackets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, oh, what's wrong? Uh, Drill down again. Rename this to JSON. And then add 7 closing curly brackets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we will parse this as a JSON file. So JSON, JSON document, JSON. So we now have our JSON document. Let's rename this tab to data. And let's drill into our JSON file. So we have, I think what we need is here. So convert this to table, transpose, and then use the first rows headers. This is um let's say person ID. Now let's inspect the contents of these records. So we don't need this false. We don't need this. So delete until end. Name text, that's the name of the director. Primary image. So let's see if let's check if this is what we're looking for. And this is the image. Okay, so we can extract this. Don't need that. And record. This is a biography, so we need that. Known for are actually the movie title this director is known for. We don't need this, so delete this. So which ones do we need? So we need a person ID, a name text, primary image, and the bio. And you just need the URL and then this. So let's rename this to director or name. Okay, director image URL. And okay, so we need to expand this further. And this one is biography. Okay. So now what we need to do is to apply whatever we've done in this query to our director's query. So I'm going to be extracting this NM0014 something. I'll be extracting that using text between delimiters. So name, and this actually can take some time. So what oh, it was pretty fast. So let's rename this to person ID. We've got an error. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to filter this table because this will take some time. I'll be selecting just a few ones. So I'll be selecting just a Frank. Let's include Frank and all these apps. And then I'll be copying this. I said directors. And I'll be adding a new column. Now, since we want to be able to refresh this in the service, we need to create a relative path. We can't just do it this way because that will create a dynamic source, which is not supported to be refreshed in the service. So let's do this. Change this a bit. So let base URL equals this relative path equals person ID and bio. And so we need to move this outside. Web.contents base URL and then relative path. Relative path equals relative path. And now we have our additional information regarding the vector. So I'll be expanding this. Of course, I will not include person ID because we already have that. And this really takes some time. So when you're scraping the web, patience is a virtue. Okay, looks like we already have the information we need, and I won't be loading this because this will again take some time. I shouldn't have included the name because we already have that. And boom, we now have our data. Well, I hope you've learned something. Thank you for staying with me and have a good one. Bye bye.